It appears we have a special bond, you and I. I shall see you again.
Hey everybody, my name is Akarawa. Welcome back to Let's Play Fragile Dreams. And today we've got to figure out what to do in the hotel now that we have found Sai. There's a little memory item back here, which you can get now or you can get later. I'm choosing to get it now. We still have one locked room that we never found a key for. Seems that somebody is standing outside of it.
Stop. I won't let you past here.
I'm looking for somebody. So can't you let me through?
No, I don't know you. You're a stranger. I don't trust you. Ah, what a brat. She won't listen to anything we say.
You don't trust me? What can I do to win you over?
I know. Will you bring me the star?
Huh? A star?
I think she's talking about the one on the Christmas tree down at the station mall.
So you want me to bring you that star?
Yes.
Okay then, wait right here.
Guess what? There's a shortcut to the station mall by taking the roof stairwell. Pretty convenient, huh?
It's honestly not that great of a shortcut, but, I mean, it is a new way. It is a way that we have not gone through yet, so let's go ahead and use that. I thought there was an item up there that I missed, but it's just junk. And another level up. I was a little worried that I'd break my iron pipe on that guy, but I got lucky. Got a beautiful view of the Ferris wheel. And a little drawing, which I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's got like a hot springs bath flag, which is weird. Anything enemy. This is the next level of birds. These are crows. You don't find too many of these. You basically go straight from bird level 1 to bird level 3 in this game. But we do get a nice big pile of crows to deal with on the roof here. You can see a little bit more of what I was talking about before with the fighting of these guys. Basically circling around to keep all of the crows within view and looking for any that are trying to dive bomb me like this so that I can move out of the way and then hit them. Now this is kind of an interesting thing that happens to birds, kind of embarrassingly frequently. They're stuck on the invisible wall for those objects. So you actually have to just sort of walk as close as you can to them, and it will change the direction that they're trying to approach you from. Here, it's happening again. The problem with this is they retreat to the outer perimeter of the encounter area, so if you walk too far away from them, then it will just restart the encounter, and you have to kill all dozen or so crows all over again just because this one jerk couldn't get around the cinder block. But anyway, we're done, and we can continue on. There's an object mixed up with the tree roots here in the corner. And other than that, I don't think there's anything else. This actually circles back around. That's the area that we came out of, right there. So, time to use the stairs for that shortcut she mentioned. But first, now that we have access to the stairwell, we can go at the other floors from the doors that were previously inaccessible. And here we've got a bunch of hands that try to ambush us right at the beginning. And a mystery item in the corner. At this point, hands do so little damage that honestly, you can be a little risky, it doesn't really matter. That's floor 3. And now for floor 2. I'm going to go ahead and use this old lunch because we're running out of space and it did take a little bit of damage, so I might as well. We've got plenty more in our backpack. A spare iron pipe, and a crying woman in a small room, which is the thing they love doing. Hit too early, screwed up that combo. That looks a lot like an item, but it's just, I don't know, dryer sheets or something. We already know the first floor door will not work, so we're just going to skip that one. Here we are, on the other side of that fence when we first got to the hotel. Had we continued around to the other side of the hotel when we first got here, in an episode or two ago, you would see that there is another fence that's right here, you can see it, that would have blocked you from getting to this area. You may remember that when we were looking through the old underground station, that area to the left there is where we found a stick after beating up a bunch of jellyfish. So that gives you an idea of where we are. This, by the way, is the 3rd level of bird. Like I said, you pretty much just go straight from level 1 to level 3. These are called wandering spirits. So it's not technically a bird, it is a soul that has manifest as an owl, which is interesting to think about. And that's where we left PF. This is new. We can just run past these guys. There's nothing new down these pathways. But, you know, experience. Might as well get some. We know that there's a campfire coming up soon, so if something were to happen, we could always just head to that real quick. Like our weapon breaking, for example. Good thing we got that spare.
So comfy. Nice surprise.
Listen, sweetheart. Tonight, I feel there's so much I need to talk to you about. It's strange, isn't it? For all we know, I could be joining you as soon as tomorrow. Today, our son's getting married. His fiancée is too good for the fool. She's got a big heart and a good head on her shoulders. Like father, like son, they say. Actually, she reminds me a little of you. They both seem happy. Just like we were at their age. But even so, I really am an awful parent. I bet you want to say I'm being silly. They're starting a whole new life, so much to look forward to, and yet, to have it be stolen away like this, there's no way I can accept it. But I know, no matter what I think about it, I have to give them my blessing. After all, I'll be the only one at the ceremony to congratulate them. I know it's wrong to think this way, but I just can't help. Are you listening up there? If you were alive, do you think you'd be able to smile and wish them well with a clear conscience? And, do you promise to take her in sickness and in health? How's the next part go?
Oh, come on already. Do it right, Dad.
Cut me some slack. I'm not even a priest. I've never done this before. It's no use. Let's start over from the top.
Don't worry about it. How about we make it simpler? This is our ceremony. We'll do it the way we want it.
She's got a point. Ready, Dad? I promise to love her for the rest of my life.
And I promise the same.
All right then. In that case,
I can kiss the bride, remember?
I was going to say that. Her smile was so sweet. I found myself grinning back. I never realized how easy smiling could be. The happiness I'm feeling this very moment makes all of tomorrow's fears trivial in comparison. Whatever happens in the future, I'll always have this moment. All I want to do now, from the bottom of my heart, is share this happiness with my son and new daughter. Even if the inevitable end is not that far off.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes, thank you, Father.
Congratulations to both of you.
When I finally spoke to Mal again,
It was the day of our high school graduation. I heard from our homeroom teacher that Mao was going to college in some far-off city. It was a college where he could really pursue his study of botany. I didn't want to leave things as they were. After the ceremony, I searched the school and found Mao by the school garden. It had been so long since I saw him up close, and he was a lot taller than I remembered. His long, slender fingers were black with earth, and his hands looked weathered. The strap of his canvas shoulder bag had been loosened to its maximum to let his bag fall to his hips. Somehow, that was enough to make my heart race. All I had to do was talk like we used to, but my mind suddenly went blank. What did I sound like when we used to talk? Was my voice high? Low? How did I choose my words? Was I curt with him? Cute? What was my timing when I smiled or got angry? I had no idea what to say. The graduates and students were laughing and crying together. They called out to each other. Their incessant flow of words echoed through the school halls and reverberated around us. We'll always be friends. Take care. Good luck. Goodbye. Come back to visit. I listened closely to borrow some of their words, but none of them were what I wanted to say. Mal, come down here. That was all I could finally manage to say. After a quick look of confusion, Mal kneeled before me, eyes on mine. There was that familiar scent, the smell of damp earth. Mal always smelled of earth. Long ago, I used to love napping beside him as he read. It felt like I was lying in the middle of a grassy field. I finally felt like I was with my old Mal and was able to speak naturally. How's your research for the lantern blossoms going?
Actually, my college has fully equipped labs, so I think I'll finally be able to make some sort of progress. Genetic engineering is still a tricky field, so I probably won't be successful right away. I have 1,000,001 things I want to test out, so I highly doubt that 4 years will be enough time.
Once given the chance, Mao's eyes glistened and he rattled on like the old days. His voice was lower than I remembered. He was intense and full of confidence, but there was still a bit of that old, delicate Mao in him too. My heart was filled with so many feelings. I thought I'd burst into tears. I hadn't even cried during the ceremony. How had I survived being apart from Mao all these years? How could I stand not hearing him? How could I breathe without taking in his scent? Why hadn't I tried to patch things up sooner? And now, Mao was going far away. I would never be able to follow him with my legs. Mao was like a towering tree beside me. He offered me cozy shade, quenched my thirst with dew, gave me fresh oxygen to breathe. He was a gentle, peaceful tree. Mao, we'll always be friends, right?
Yeah,
Take care where you're going.
yeah,
Good luck.
yeah.
Goodbye. And come and visit me sometime.
Yeah.
I'm still studying photography, and I've even landed some gigs. I clicked the shutter, blown away by the force and breath and energy of the athletes. As a hobby, I've begun shooting trees and flowers too. Whenever I capture the workings of life that flowers give off so powerfully, and yet can be so easy to miss if you're not careful, I swear I can smell Mao beside me. Though the year of his graduation came, Mao did not. Rumor had it he was staying late at the lab. He was so preoccupied, he'd probably forgotten all about me. I knew deep down in my heart, he never had any intention of keeping his promise to see me again. By that point, he and I had already started to make our way down our own separate paths. I had left my tree called Mal and was already breathing on my own. I'd come to the realization that our dreams no longer fit on a one-page drawing the way they used to. Where did you come from? Where are you going? I'm sure you come from someplace I don't know. Going someplace I can't follow. If during your journey you happen to encounter a lantern blossom, I want you to take a moment. Stop and think about the botanist who created it. I'm sure it will have been a young man named Mal. I believe that someday he'll become the most amazing botanist ever.
Well, that should be the end of both of those storylines, I believe. So with all that out of the way, let's get back to what we were doing. We need to chuck this away. Alright. Where were we? We'll check those out later. Here is the next level jellyfish. The last level jellyfish. Basically the way that the game works when it comes to spirits, if they're like a pinkish red, they're the highest level version of that ghost. So and these guys really take a beating. Is that the last one? Yep. Cool. Unfortunately, they don't really make them more interesting to fight. They just give them more HP and make them do more damage. that was kind of an inevitability, given how many enemies we had to fight.
Star. Where could it be? I don't see it anywhere.
It looks like only the star is missing. Hey! What's that?
Huh? Oh! It looks like a flashlight. That's weird. It makes everything green.
Hey now, I think you just hit the jackpot. That flashlight reveals things you can't typically see.
Huh? How's it do that?
Well, it's because... Actually, it's a hassle to explain. Oh, don't give me that look. Just be happy you can see stuff, okay? If you think I'm gonna explain every little thing, think again. I'm no teacher.
Huh? But... Okay.
As you can see with this flashlight, it makes little messages like this show up on surfaces. That's never really like a required component of the game. There are never messages that you have to find in order to be able to continue. But there are lots of interesting little tidbits left behind by people. The strategy guide explains that incredibly strong feelings sort of emanate from the spirits of those who died, and the strongest of them get embedded in surfaces that are then only visible with this special flashlight.
Oh, I better warm up. Huh? Is this?
It's an honor to see you. Will you be buying or selling today?
Well, we're gonna buy one of these because I'm tired of our weapons breaking on us. But if we sell off some things, we'll have enough money to get one of these strange blue drinks. These actually start showing up at specific locations, and if you have 100,000 yen, you're able to buy additional ones rather than just having to find them all the time. I highly recommend that you start saving up your money in order to get these when possible. Right here I'm just selling off weapons that I plan to never really use.
I look forward to our next meeting.
We can put this away since we've got this new flashlight now. We're going to want to have this all the time so that we can make sure that we don't miss any messages. I'll switch to our new, stronger weapon. And I gotta quit trying to put broken weapons in the briefcase. Throw that thing away. We have reached our end of the session for today, so we're going to go ahead and save. When we come back, we will find the star and continue on. See ya.